What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And we're back with another video. Today, guys, we need to talk about your business. Investing into your business. Should you be diversified and invested in other things? And just my 2 cents in what I've learned through counsel with a lot of really successful and very influential people in the industry that has really helped me a lot in my business. And I wanted to share the concept with you guys because I feel like there's real value in the concept I'm going to share with you guys. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you guys about my favorite telemarketing company, and that is Lead Heroes. Guys, Lead Heroes has got you covered when it comes to telemarketing leads, final expense leads, Medicare supplement leads, turning 65 leads. They're your one-stop shop for everything telemarketing leads. Just because you watch this video today, guys, they're willing to give you 10% off all orders on their website. Link to the site can be found down in the description, as well as a coupon code to get your discount at checkout. So go ahead and try them out and add them to your marketing portfolio in 2021. Okay, guys, so one question I get asked about a lot, and it's something that I asked for years as a newer agent and as maybe a much younger agent. I mean, I'm not even 30 yet, so I mean, sometimes when I say that, people are like, I'm sounding like a grandfather or something. That's not my point. But when I was very young in the business, 21, 22, 23, when you start to achieve some success in this industry, you start having some overrides come in. You're starting to see some commissions come in, some renewals. You're starting to see your business grow. You're starting to, see the overall revenue of your business climb. And you start thinking to yourself, well, maybe I need to diversify this stuff, right? Maybe I need to put this into a Roth IRA, or maybe I need to invest in the stock market, or maybe I need to invest in real estate, or maybe I should buy some crypto, whatever the case might be. And I'm not saying that any of those things are bad uses of your money, because I think all of those things have been proven to have some value, all things considered. Now, just quick disclaimer, I am not an investment specialist or a retirement planner or anything of that nature. I don't, but so I'm not saying that one of those things is better than the other or vice versa. However, I made the choice early on. So my mistakes early on, and I've talked about this before on the channel, was I invested in life, going on trips, buying things, buying cars, just different things along that nature. I invested my money early on in life, and not as much in my business. The first 3-4 years of my business was essentially almost exclusively sweat equity, where I was really just pounding the pavement, knocking on doors, making cold calls, and it allowed my business to grow slowly, which if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't have done so. Then I was investing in my business after I kind of learned the concept of doing so. However, I wasn't investing as much into my business as maybe I should have. I was investing into other things like the stock market and things like that. Not to say that those are bad things, but I've sought counsel the last couple of years with some very successful people in the industry, and I won't list any names, but I've been able to build some very valuable relationships that I cherish, and gotten some great advice from people about kind of what's the best way to use your money. And one thing that I feel like the general consensus is with all of them is investing your money in other things, being diversified, is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing to probably be diversified and be invested in other things, because then if something ever changes, like a disruption in our industry, you're going to have a little bit of a pillow, a safety blanket to fall back on. However, if your business is not built up high enough, then it makes no sense. And let me explain what I mean by this. Your business should be your number one priority, in my opinion. Your business should be numero uno in your life. That should be really what you're thinking about, because your business is going to be the greatest asset you're ever going to build. Your business is essentially an asset that you build, you grow, you have control over, where you don't have control over, let's say, the stock market or something like that. You build it, you grow it. And over time, it will grow and build into an asset that will be with you for the rest of your life, opposed to some dramatic government disruption. But if you look at the history of Medicare, the Medicare program has only been expanded. It's never moved backwards. I feel like nothing is essentially 100% bulletproof with this. I mean, anything can happen, from the stock market crashing to the real estate market crashing to, I mean, look at everything that happened last year with COVID. But in terms of our business, it's a pretty safe thing. I like to say that it's pretty recession proof. And so you're building a business that's essentially to be looked at as an asset that will be with you for the rest of your life. It can take care of you for the rest of your life. It will fund all these other side investments if you so choose to do that. But the business should be big enough first that it can essentially self-sustain. And there's immense capital and there's immense excess for you to be able to do that, where it doesn't take a lot away from your business. And this has been kind of the struggle that I feel like a lot of agents actually get. You should invest in your business first because your business is going to have the highest ROI you can get anywhere. It's going to give you a better return of investment in the stock market. I mean, a good return in the stock market every year over year is probably 10, 12% or something like that. I think I read somewhere that the average growth of the stock market from year over year is like 8 to 10%, something like that. Now, don't crucify me if I got those numbers wrong, but yeah, I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibility for you to be able to grow your business 100% in a year, essentially doubling your income essentially in your business and growing your revenue. And you can do whatever you want with that business once it gets to a certain point. You can sell it and cash out for it if an opportunity presents itself. You can grow it to such a point that it's so large that, the revenue that comes in is going to be a very valuable thing for you and your family. It can be potentially generational wealth. And that's what I believe that you should be aiming for. I believe that you should not be investing, and this has come from counsel from very successful people. I believe you shouldn't be investing into your business. And you should be investing all which you can into your business and not in other side ventures until your business is big enough to where you have staff, employees, it's self-sustaining. If you took a month off, it would still produce revenue, and it's producing a large amount of revenue. I'm talking probably a 7-figure business, and then it's probably okay to invest in other side investments. Because of this, I've had some money dipped into the stock market over the past couple of years. Nothing crazy, but some money into stock market. I made the decision recently to sell off all of my stocks and all of my side investments and put them all into my business because, in my opinion, I think if I can grow my company from a multi-6-figure a year business to a 7-figure a year business or an 8-figure, revenue business, it's going to bode well for me going forward, much better than investing in another place. And then at that point, there's so much excess, if I want to invest in other things, I can do so, and it's a very minuscule piece of our revenue from that point. But it's because I believe in my business. I believe my business is the greatest asset. I mean, you're your greatest asset, first and foremost. So if you're a new agent and you feel like you need, to level up in terms of skills, you're the greatest asset you're ever going to get. This is true. It's cliche because you hear it all the time, but it is true. But outside of yourself, your business is going to be your greatest asset in your life, in my personal opinion, if you are growing a business. And any money that you put elsewhere when it's still in the growing stages, even if you're far along into the game and you're still pretty established and pretty successful, when you're trying to make a push to get into a higher level, investing into your business is a much better investment than investing anywhere else. This is what the big time people do in our industry. This is what very, very successful people do in their industry. They invest in infrastructure. They invest in great staff, great employees, processes, marketing. They invest in all of these things because they believe in their business more than they believe in anything else. And every dollar you invest in another place when you're in the growing stages is going to be a dollar that did not go into your business, and it's a dollar that did not get as high of an ROI as it could have if it potentially went into your business. And this is the way that I'm looking at things now. This is the way that I'm wired essentially at this point in my business, and this is what all the big boys are doing, and this is probably what you're not going to hear anywhere else or just, in casual conversation. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found it insightful. Once I really understood this, it was revolutionary for my business. It was game-changing for my business. And And I hope you guys get something positive out of this video. And if you do, please do me a favor, drop a like in the video. It helps more agents just like you who might be struggling to see this information. Also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet done so. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when we upload. And I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop the comments down in the comment section. Let's have a very healthy and friendly conversation about it, or a debate if you disagree. And we'll be back next time. Thanks so much for watching this video. Here's to your success and your abundance. Take care, guys.